Hey all, and welcome to my vlog. My name is Erin, and this is a list of my favorite witches from books. The list has a few rules. Number one is that I must have read the book myself and enjoyed it. There are tons of awesome witches in books, but I have definitely not read all of them. Number two, the character only counts if they refer to themselves or are referred to as a witch. And number three, it has to be at least a generally positive portrayal. I am very over the portrayal of the evil witch. So magic users in general will not be appearing on this list. Everything on this list is just my personal opinion, so if you don't agree with them, that's totally cool. It is all subjective. There are slightly more than 10 witches on this list, but I'm counting them as a single entry if they are in the same book. Number one is Glenna Ward from Morrigan's Cross by Nora Roberts. I'm a sucker for this one because it is mostly set in Ireland. Glenna is a hereditary witch, and she is recruited by a sorcerer and his vampire brother to defeat a demon. She is smart, powerful, sure of herself, and sure of her own agency. Number two is Sarah Vida from Shattered Mirror by Amelia Atwater Rhodes. Sarah is another hereditary witch. She is part of the illustrious Vida line, and they are the most powerful vampire hunting dynasty in that world. Sarah breaks down her prejudices against some vampires and becomes friends with two of them. She is more compassionate and willing to change than a lot of the witches in her family, and it makes her a sympathetic heroine. Number three is Claire Norton from The Witches of Willowmere by Alison Baird. Willowmere is a mansion that Claire has basically been in love with forever, and she makes friends with the current owner, Moira, and it turns out that Claire is actually the reincarnated soul of one of Moira's ancestors. She is found by her familiar Leo, who has followed her through a bunch of these reincarnations, and the people who got her killed in several of these lives have shown up again, and so it's kind of a her or them situation. Number four is Mary Newbury from Witch Child by Celia Reese. Witch Child is a historical YA that begins in England with Mary witnessing the public execution of her grandmother. She escapes to the colonies to live among the Puritans, but finds out that it is just about as dangerous. All of the story is told as if it is from a diary that Mary wrote during this time. Number five is Hermione Granger and Minerva McGonagall from the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. I could hardly have a list of witches without mentioning anyone from this series. And while I've been less than impressed by some of the things coming out of J.K. Rowling lately, it doesn't take away how much I enjoyed Minerva and Hermione. Most people will have read the series, so they know that Hermione and McGonagall are incredibly intelligent, super badass ladies. Number six is Nell Channing, Ripley Todd, and Mia Devlin from the Three Sisters trilogy by Nora Roberts. Nell is the protagonist of Dance Upon the Air. She escaped an abusive relationship and is restarting her life on the Three Sisters Island. She doesn't actually find out that she's a witch until she gets there, and turns out that she, along with Ripley and Mia, are the descendants of three original witches who saved the island. When we meet Ripley, she has already abandoned her powers, but she does eventually reclaim them. She's the protagonist of Heaven and Earth, and Mia is my favorite of the three. She is the protagonist of Face the Fire, and she runs the cutest little shop where she does like little charms and potions and whatnot. Number seven is The Ugly One from The Magic Circle by Donna Jo Napoli. This character is different than the others on the list because she struggles with being good. She was once a mother and a healer, but was tricked by demons, and now basically spends the rest of her life trying to avoid them so that she doesn't have to hurt anyone. It's a retelling of Hansel and Gretel with the witch at the center of the story. In this case, her compulsion to care for the children is at war with her compulsion to follow the orders of the demons that are harassing her. Number eight is Anastasia Donovan from Charmed by Nora Roberts. I apologize that there's a lot of Nora Roberts on this list, but she writes a lot of witches. I like Anastasia because she is a healer witch, and she uses her magic to make people and animals more comfortable. In order to do that, she absorbs their pain into herself, either to heal it within her own body or just to give them a break. She's very sweet and strong, and I remember really enjoying her book. We get all three kitties in this video. Number nine is Sabrina, Hilda, and Zelda Spellman from the Sabrina the Teenage Witch book series. The Sabrina books were super fun to read when I was younger, and I love Zelda's intelligence, Hilda's playfulness, and Sabrina's willingness to tackle anything that comes her way. Number 10 is Tennille and the Witches of Dathomir from The Courtship of Princess Leia by Dave Wolverton. The book is filled with badass ladies. The Witches of Dathomir are basically Jedi, but they use spells to command the Force instead of the Jedi method. They are a matriarchal society that is divided into clans. Tennille is a prominent warrior that assists Luke Skywalker, and Ogwyn is the leader of the Singing Mountain clan that features most prominently in the book. Full disclosure, I haven't read most of these books in quite a while. Most of them were published between 1993 and 2007, so my memory of them might be a little faulty, and it's entirely possible that they contain problematic aspects that I just wasn't aware of at the time and don't remember. That is all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you'd like to be notified as soon as I upload, ring that notification bell. All my social media links will be in the description. Please let me know who your favorite witches are and if you have any book recommendations. Both my books, Olympian Confessions Hera and Olympian Confessions Hades and Persephone, are available in ebook and paperback. All links will be on my website in the description below, and I will see you all next week with another video. Bye! Where are you going? My son! No, you can't leave. You are my familiar. You're making it very difficult to film.